monthly reading. It seems that there's a lot going on in your mind. From everything that's happened, from your past to now, it seems that everything that you're faced with is having to sift through everything within your head as well as your heart. There seems to be things that have been lost in translation for you, and that's led to a lot of misunderstandings. And there are also issues where people have not been honest with you. In some cases, for some of you, it could be that others have been viewing you this way, leading to these misunderstandings. But there are still a few relationships and situations that you're dealing with currently that deal with loss. It has a lot to do with things that have not flourished in the way that you had hoped. So now you're at a fresh new start and you're trying to find some sense of direction. But the fact that you feel stuck inside of your mind and that things are going a million miles a minute, it throws you for a loop and it creates a lot of confusion. I see that there's a lot of quick communication, angry communication. And it seems that both parties are basically at war. Everyone is going head to head. Bitter things have been said, either out of spite, anger, resentment. But it results in there being burned bridges and severed bonds. And I know for this month, you guys are definitely dealing with the result of dealing with someone who is ruthless. There's someone here. So far we have the Knight of Swords and the King of Wands. At the center of it all, there's so many things that have been said. Things cannot be taken back. And there's a lot of air energy with this. You guys could be dealing with a fellow air sign. But there's a lot of heated exchange. And I even see with this King of Wands, it's very interesting because it came out like this. So I feel like this has a lot to do with the upright as well as the reversed. There's someone outside of you who seems very charismatic on the surface. This could be a fire sign for some of you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is someone who is very charming to say the least, but their issues reside around being unable to reciprocate what is needed. They are setting the bar very high for those around them. And they do not even meet those standards themselves. They don't care about anyone else's feelings. They don't care how they say things. Very spiteful. This could be someone who is extremely abusive. Some of you could be dealing with someone in the workplace here, specifically a manager of your company, who display these traits. And there's a lot going on beneath the surface for you. There's way too much to process and analyze. There's way too much to try and sort through because so much has happened. I mean, for some of you, you guys are definitely dealing with narcissistic energy. Someone who is all about the sexual aspects of a relationship, but they're detached emotionally. They're very abusive. They abuse the fact that you may have feelings for them. But things have not been moving forward, and there's a lot of fear with this. There's a lot of imbalance. There's a lot of indecision. I feel like that was more from May going into this month, where you felt very fearful about the unknown. You were indecisive. But I see that you are turning this person down. You're severing the bond. You're cutting off communication. You'll say your piece. You know, you have some choice words for sure to share. But once you've expressed that, you're walking away. And this is the result. You can celebrate. You start to see that things are going in the right direction for you. Things are starting to be successful. You're enjoying your time with your friends. You're not letting this get you down any longer. Some of you could be dealing with a third-party situation where this person just wanted to have their cake and eat it too. And once you found out, you put your foot down. Could be that way for some of you as well. But you're coming out of a very confusing, fearful time. And I still feel as though there may be some harsh communication being exchanged at the very center of this reading here. You know, I even see with this Three of Pentacles reversed. This is all about a lack of collaboration. You're no longer wanting to work together. This could be some of you deciding to walk away from the workplace because you're tired of the abusive person here. Boss. There's definitely someone here in a managerial position who is giving you a hard time, and it seems you guys are butting heads. Someone is biting the other person's head off. And for those of you dealing with any relationship issues, I definitely see third-party situations. Someone's definitely not concerned for the other person's feelings. And now I feel as though you guys are focusing on yourself, which is good because this is all about self-sufficiency. You're no longer working together with this person. You're no longer dealing with people who give you less than you give. There's been a lot of petty arguing. I definitely see a lot of issues circulating around the family and around the workplace. Money is looking great for you guys, but the environment seems to be very unstable, especially regarding the family. Relationships for sure, where there's a lot of deception and someone is tired of it. You guys have decided to separate. Some of you guys could be dealing with a divorce currently because of this. But you're no longer torn. You know exactly what you want. You know exactly how you're going to get it. And you're tired of settling for less than you deserve. You're tired of dealing with BS. Some of you are dealing with lost friendships where there was just a lot of bitterness. It wasn't providing happiness. There's a lot of depression stemming from the situation. And now it results in having to close the door. There's someone here, could be a water sign for some of you, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, where they're masking their feelings. They're not being upfront. They drink entirely too much. They're emotionally unstable. They're blocked. They're very deceptive. They take advantage of people and their weaknesses. This is someone that appears to be in the upright on the outside world. But in reality, this person is not at all who they appear to be. And now we have you finally freeing yourself I feel like because you are stuck in your mind, due to these circumstances, due to these completed cycles and these ended relationships, you're starting a new chapter, but you're still grieving over some of these losses here. But keep in mind that it's only temporary. I feel like going into July, you will start to feel your spirit get lighter. You will start to find the happiness that you were deprived of dealing with these scenarios, whether it's family, workplace, lovers, friendships. You've decided to close the door on situations that no longer serve you. Now, for those of you dealing with the water sign, you could be dealing with a Cancer specifically, but this is a person who is very aggressive. They don't really have a sense of direction in their life. There's a lack of success here. Things are not moving forward in the way that you had hoped. But I feel like you guys have done all you could do with this situation. I see a lot of male influence providing this kind of unstable, aggressive energy. I definitely feel as though someone is feeling stuck. Stuck in some feelings. Stuck in their mind, stuck in their feelings. It could either be you, Aquarius, or the people that you have decided to walk away from. I even see Sagittarius energy for those of you dealing with fire sign energy, where again, more references to someone who is extremely imbalanced. This is someone who does everything in excess. They overdo things. They don't focus on the long term. They just live for today. And someone's tired of it. Some of you could be dealing with the fatherly figure within your family who is providing all of these unstable energies. Again, more references to narcissistic energy. This is someone who doesn't care about the feelings of those around them. They'd rather be controlling, domineering. They want things to be their way or the highway. This is someone who likes to pass the buck. Whenever they get caught in a lie or get caught with their pants down, this is definitely someone who will try to blame others rather than owning up to their mistakes. If you're dealing with someone in the workplace like this, it's definitely someone who has hiring and firing power. And they are just a tyrant. This situation is out of control. And it's time to turn this down. For some of you, you may still be dealing with indecisiveness. Keeping yourself in something that is not fulfilling. But I do see you releasing yourself. You will see the truth. And you are very quick to let them know that you know. You know the truth. This can either be you who knows, or there's someone around you who is expressing their truth and what they see, what they found out. Someone is very upset here. But I do see, money is very good for you. You're able to be self-sufficient and do what you need to do on your own anyway. So regardless of the people around you, you are able to shoot for the stars. You will be able to find a sense of healing. And that's where this decision to walk away is necessary. That's where that comes in. because I see a lot of draining energy. For those of you dealing with someone drinking around you, or if you are the one drinking, it's producing a lot of these instabilities. There's a lot of loss circulating around this type of energy as well. Some of you dealing with workplace issues, you're just feeling drained. You're fearful of completing the cycle. You're fearful of being alone. For those of you dealing with the relationship with the third-party situation, don't let fear stop you from doing what you know is best for you. It will only continue to drain you. Dealing with anyone with a drinking problem, someone that is not willing to look at themselves to fix any issues that cause these type of behavioral issues, then you can't do anything with that. And I feel like this is you. Towards the end of the month, you're going to make it very clear that you've had enough. You know your worth. You're putting your feelings aside. You may care about them. You may have grown to love them. But now you need to do what's best for you. You're cutting ties. Let's go ahead and clarify these. Two of Wands reversed. So we have the Queen of Wands. Some of you guys are dealing with fiery energy for sure. I see someone here that is very friendly. They're warm, loving. Someone who's very passionate, very creative. But there is a lot of indecision circulating around whether you wanted to move forward with it or not. Someone here was fearing the unknown. I see some earth energy as well. We even have the King of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Earth energy here, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It seems as though there's two people here, a male and a female, where there's a lot of instability financially. There's missed opportunities regarding the family. You guys are walking away from any unstable workplace situations. For those of you dealing with relationship issues, where someone is extremely controlling. It seems like there's going to be massive losses once this bond is severed. Seems like someone is trying to control the outcome and keep the other from leaving. Some of you may be dealing with issues where once the bond is severed, you have to uproot yourself unexpectedly and you have to find a new home. I see that these two are facing each other, and they're both in the reverse. Everyone is turned upside down by this situation. I get the sense that someone wanted this so badly, but they didn't realize that there was someone in the midst that was destroying it. Whatever you were trying to build, they were actively destroying it. I feel like it has a lot to do with the way things have been said. I feel like it has a lot to do with a lack of progress, fears. For those of you dealing with having a child with this type of controlling individual, it seems that there's a lot of money going into having to part ways and start anew. I feel like a mother and a father. The mother wants things to work out, but the father seems to be too far gone with the drinking and with the imbalance emotionally. The fact that they're narcissists. They're controlling, they're domineering. It's turning everyone around them upside down. This could also have a lot to do with finances, where someone has been actively just draining the other of their resources. And someone is expressing their concerns. They're expressing their disdain behind this reckless behavior. Some of you could be dealing with issues where you or this other person was shelling out money for a third party. There could be someone in the relationship where they're so controlling with every aspect of their partner's life that they controlled the finances and ended up blowing them anyway. And it results in everyone having to seek a new home, find a way to, recover their financial stability. No one knows what they're going to do. Workplace issues where there's someone that is just so over authoritative and abusive that it's become too much and you've had to leave it behind. But there's definitely a lack of healing, a lack of understanding, because the situation is not going to last long, and I feel like everyone involved is aware of this. King of Wands reversed. Knave of Swords reversed. Someone received some bad news. It seems like every realm is affected this month for you, where there's someone here that has not followed through on their promises. And someone's tired of it. There's been a lot of miscommunication because someone is getting too drunk. They don't know what they're saying. There's a lot of deceptive communication due to third parties. I see someone in the workplace abusing their power and getting you out. Someone is very unlawful. I see some stalkerish type of behavior where someone is spying on the other. Grieve chalices. 5 of Wands. I definitely see that you guys will be going your separate ways and doing what you need to do. Not worrying about anything else once this is all said and done. For those of you dealing with divorces, this could be also the source of where this drain in finances is coming in as well. There could be some issues regarding someone here where both parties lose a legal battle against each other. It could be where a case has become dismissed. Seems to be a lot of petty squabbles within friendships as well, though. I definitely see that there's a lot of issues regarding arguing. I definitely see that there's a lot of pettiness back and forth. I even feel as though there's someone who is very possessive. They're very greedy. They want it all to themselves. They don't care if it means that other people will go without, as long as they have what they want. Someone is trying to hold on to the other out of fear. But there are too many imbalances. Someone is dropping the ball here. There's someone here that is very moody. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of issues where there's just a lot of chaotic energy. The Sun reversed. So we have the 6 of Swords. You guys are moving on. Whether that be physically, moving away from the workplace, moving away to a new home, leaving other people, such as friendships and lovers, you're leaving all of them behind. This is your rite of passage. There may be a little bit of sadness due to you having to move on. But once you do, as I said before, your soul will feel a lot lighter. You will be set free once you stop holding on to people, places, things out of fear. Temperance reversed. So we have the Knave of Pentacles here. Some of you guys may have received word about a new financial opportunity here. I definitely see some earth energy, a lot of earth energy, where there's someone that may have come in with a message, but there's a lot of air energy that suggests that there's a lot of hasty communication and miscommunication. I even see that there have been some undelivered promises. There's definitely something here where you find a new home, a new job, or some sort of new financial opportunity. There's definitely someone here that you are definitely not seeing anything long-term with. Or this could be the earth sign feeling this way. They feel as though they don't see anything long-term with you, but they certainly are not handling it properly. It seems like everyone involved is not really handling things properly. But there's a lot of deception. Emperor reversed. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles. I definitely see you guys dealing with divorce. You guys may be dealing with someone in the family or the home that has been spending recklessly. They're unable to pay any of the bills. They're unable to pay rent. It results in you guys ending up having to deal with either foreclosure or you guys are dealing with divorce. There's definitely something circulating around family, money, and relationships where someone is feeling left out in the cold. There's not enough money to really get everyone up off of the ground. There's a lot of arguing, someone not following through on their promises. They're just saying what they think the other person wants to hear to get their own way. They're all about sex. They have people on the side. They drink entirely too much. It's just, this is too much. Again, with that Chariot reversed, there's a lack of success with these situations here. It could be in every realm. I definitely see that. Ten of Pentacles. So two cards here. We have the Three of Swords reversed and the Justice reversed. So here we have a situation where there's definitely someone who lost a legal battle and someone has received a settlement. Someone lost, and either you or this other person has received a settlement as a result. There's something here that has been unjust. They've been dishonest within a relationship. Someone who's lacking morals here. They're very unscrupulous. But now I feel as though you will be releasing yourself from this. You'll be able to reach a state where you are healing from the pain and you're able to reach a point of forgiveness. There's a lot of resentment that has been built up with the things that have been said and done. Some of you may even be dealing with a situation where you may have lost a case and someone was being unscrupulous and dishonest in order for them to win a case. It could be that as well for some of you. But there's just a lot going on where you're ready for this new beginning. You're ready for a change. But now that you have to cut your losses, there's still some heaviness that you're dealing with. Ten of Chalices reversed. The Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah, I mean, there may be some heaviness just due to the fact that you have to walk away from someone that you grew to love. You had to give up on them. It seems that there's a lot of people around you that are instilling a lot of fears in you because they are clashing with you. You guys are not seeing eye to eye. They're trying to shift the blame somewhere that it doesn't belong. And now it's resulted in everyone not wanting to put the work in. King of Swords. The Nine of Swords. Guys, when I mentioned earlier that there's a lot on your mind, you're feeling as though there's just so much that you have to process and it's going a million miles a minute. Take some time to clear your mind. Take some time to be able to walk away from those that are inciting anxiety within you. There seems to be a lot of suspicion and fear circulating around walking away. But just know that once you leave these unstable situations behind, you will definitely find what it is that you're seeking. But there's a secret that will come out. It still has to come out for some of you. For some of you, it's already come out. There's some intuitive response here where you know you have to walk away. But staying in your head about it will only drain you further. After all this time of having to go head to head with someone who is just abusive and lacks morals, I mean, they just don't care about anyone but themselves. And now, as an end result, everyone can go their own way and you're able to celebrate. But I feel like you're going to have to go through a couple of hurdles, but it will only make you stronger. So I definitely feel like meditation could be helpful for those of you dealing with this anxiety, dealing with this fear. If someone is making you suspicious, trust and believe that it is in fact your intuitive response. Trust in your gut. Trust in that intuition. Because it's definitely telling you something for a reason. Because I see this person, whoever this is, that's just in the reverse all over the place. They're not who they appear to be. Okay, so we have Keep the Faith. I think that's a perfect card to have for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck here. Okay, we have Courage at the bottom of the deck. We have Leaving, and we have Be True to You. Okay, so let's start with Courage. Your card reminds you that you do have the courage to make this change. Everything you've been through in life has taught you how to cope and be strong in the face of the unknown. You've learned that being positive and having faith are necessary tools to overcome fear or disappointments. Take this change 1 minute at a time and try not to look too far down the road, especially if attempting to predict the future brings up anxiety for you. After all, you can plan for the future, but you can only take charge of this present moment. So, take positive action steps today toward your desired outcome and know that you will have everything you need in each moment that follows. So face your fears. Take the initiative in your life, Aquarius, and use assertiveness to break out of your comfort zone. Success, happiness, and all that you desire lies outside of that comfort zone, for sure. Now, the next one we have is Keep the Faith. Okay, here we go. Some of the changes you've experienced have been challenging, and this card urges you to keep your faith in divine intervention and positive outcomes. After all, lapsing into pessimism won't help the situation. Faith can come in many forms, such as reconnecting with God through prayer, or reviewing all the times when everything worked out for the best. Faith is an inner knowing that your experiences are purposeful and that you'll have a happy ending, which is true. Okay? The next one that we have is leaving. This card confirms what you already know. It's time to leave a toxic situation. You've done your best to heal the conditions, but sometimes the circumstances become intolerable, and the healthiest choice is to move on. This naturally brings up feelings of confusion and insecurity. However, rest assured that whenever you're on the right path, which you are, everything works out for the best. Your departure doesn't need to be sudden or drastic. Like a butterfly building a cocoon, you can plan and prepare for this transition right now. You can even make your exit gradual so that you feel comfortable and secure during this healthy change. Okay? And the final one that we have is be true to you. You drew this card because of an inner conflict. You're struggling to make a decision about your next actions. You worry whether following your desired path is the right choice and how doing so will impact others. The answer is that you must be true to yourself. Any path where you compromise your vision will put you out of sync with the rhythms of success, health, and happiness. Of course, you'd never do anything to harm another person or ignore his or her needs. However, you can't harm or ignore yourself either. As you are truly happy, you automatically lift up those around you. You also become a role model for following your inner truth. So be assertive. I definitely see that reference twice here. Speak your truth and stand up for your beliefs. Accept and enjoy your unique qualities. Be creative and free-spirited. And don't be swayed by outside pressure. Okay? So there you go, you guys. Let me know what's been going on in the comments. And guys, be sure to leave a like on this video. For those of you that are new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. And until next time, you guys, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.